Treasures. Welcome to what I like to call Area 5T1, where we do discuss the 5Ts on my channel. We talk about transition, we talk triathlon, we talk trends, um, we talk teaching, and we talk trucks. Today we are doing an early live stream. I just finished doing uh, a sermon at the Godless church that I do belong to. Um, we are, so I thought I would do an early stream as I was, you know, we're already done up. It'll help out. If you do want to check out my Godless sermon that I did do today, um, you can always check it out on the Church of Cohort. Is also linked to my channel. So you would go to the front page. It will show these items here on the Godless sermon, and it will say Godless sermon 19. We basically, it was about Pride Month. That is actually a third sermon I've done on that channel. And like I said, we keep it at Godless items. As you can see, I do have my trans pride flag. Um, it's always a fun thing to participate in that. The first herald or the leader of the church, as um, did ask me to do this because, uh, I am a member, and I was the first one that took the oath of reason. So I do invite you to go check out that, uh, sermon that I just did. I can put a link to it on in the chat box. Please do hit a like, subscribe to the channel, and uh, just jump in and chat with us. We are in Pride Month, and we are celebrating the LGBT community. Good morning, Muffin. Glad to see you here. Yeah, I'm going in there and looking it up. It was actually pretty fun. I did about a half hour on it. Sometimes they can get pretty long, and other times um, I like to keep mine short and brief as opposed to, um, not taking it too long. I don't want to make them, long, and you know, so I kept mine at, like, I think mine lasted about 32 minutes. I gave a history of Pride Month and why it came about, and why we keep celebrating it. So there is the link to it. Chang, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Yeah, it is, you can be creative, and since it is a Godless church, you we don't we try not to bring so much into it, although I did call, my title was that pride is not a sin, as many people always say it's one of the 7 deadly sins, but yet pride like ours is not. We are just, on Pride Month, we are just celebrating our Liberation Day because when at Stonewall, basically that's what happened at the Stonewall riots in 1969. They wanted to try to get, basically be out and not be marginalized by the legal system as at that time gay and lesbian people were. Uh, Even up to the 1990s, uh, it was Pride Month was called Gay and Lesbian Pride Month, and then in the Obama administration changed it to Pride Month. Um, so it took a while to recognize the whole community. It was pretty interesting to see what I learned from, just doing some research last night after my stream, and it's pretty cool to learn the history of all this. I'm not a big history buff. That's one of those things that, uh, but it did help out a lot, and I learned a lot more, like the different people that were involved in, getting our, rights in the LGBTQIA plus community. Um, it was awesome. Everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jules. As always, when you are on here, you are a treasure. Uh, Please do hit a like and subscribe on the channel. Uh, Consider dropping a super chat or a super sticker. We basically talk uh, here. We discuss what I call the 5 T's. We talk about transition. We talk triathlon. We talk trends. We talk. I do some teaching on here, and I talk trucks. Uh, People always ask why trucks, and I like working on. I like working on my Nissan Xterra. It is a 2008 in a manual transmission. Um, I think the manual transmission in my Xterra is probably the best thing you can have for a security device. Many people don't know how to drive them anymore, so I find it a great thing, you know, um, to have. Um, and I am actually working on it right now. It is the timing is off on it, so I have to change a few sensors. Like this is my crankshaft position sensor. I've changed one camshaft position sensor, which is the easiest one to get to. The other one is bank A. Hello, Yash. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Um, I know I came on a little early today. I was going to come in more in the afternoon, but I just did a sermon at the Godless church I belong to. So if you do want to check that out, up here uh, where you see yellow with my name on it, that is the link to it. It was mainly a sermon about Pride Month. So actually, I'm a godless person. So the church I belong to is a godless church, Kylie. We do missions of reason. So what we do is give to the homeless. Um, Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Please do leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I know we're starting off slow. I came on at an early time. Actually, no, I'm probably just going to do this stream early in the morning, and I won't do one tonight because I want to go to bed early tonight because I do have to work tomorrow. Um, so I know my dog does sleep during the day. Last night I got very little sleep, so I do want to get more sleep for work tomorrow. Um, So I thought I would try an early live. So I already had my makeup on and everything, so um, I thought I would just, you know, just go ahead and do it on here. Next week I will probably have more plans as as it is. It'll be a long weekend. It'll be a holiday weekend. We have Juneteenth on that weekend, and I'm off on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the holiday lands on Thursday, so I will have a 4-day weekend. Um, so I will probably do like a five, maybe a 4 or 5 o'clock live stream on Thursday, and then my, um, or no, on no Wednesday I will do a live stream in the evening. I will probably do one in the evening Thursday, and then do an evening live stream Friday, and go ahead and you know just and then Tuesday we will do our usual live stream, and just keep moving from there. So we will have 6 live streams this week. Um, I have done where I've done like 1 hour live or 2 hour live streams, and I did it several weeks where I had 2 hour live streams uh, every day of the week, and I do have to um, what I need to do is to see how it, the big thing is I need to have enough rest for work the next day. Um, the thing is, I work 10-hour shifts. So I work 4 days, uh, 10 hours. So I work Monday through Thursday, and I do 10-hour shifts. Um, and that kind of wears you out. And, I come home at 5:30. I do 7 to 5:30. And when I come home at 5:30, I need to take my dog out so he can do his business. Take take him out again. Actually, I do take him out twice again after dinner, after he eats his dinner, and then I have him, and then after that, I usually do my live stream. So I'm doing it a little late, uh, about 7 or 8 o'clock, and I have to get up at like 5. So it can be exhausting, and I'm a nurse. I don't want to be too exhausted when I go to work. So I need to give good care to my patients. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe. As always, feel free to jump into the chat box with us. Today we are doing an early live stream. It's barely going to be 11 o'clock, but I actually had to jump on to the Godless church that I belong to and do a sermon. If you see the link up here where my name is and it's yellow, that is it. Yeah, so hey Jenny, welcome to the stream. How are you today? Everyone, remember, if you this month, if you for Pride Month, if you do uh, drop a super chat, um, we will donate. This month, we're giving 25% to different charities. Um, So we usually give 20. So we give 10, 5, and 5. We give 10% to buying items for the homeless, and I go hand them out. Do 5% to Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico and 5% to Animal Humane New Mexico. That is where I adopted my dog from. This month we are doing 10, 10, and 5. So we're doing 10% to Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico, 10% to buying items for the homeless, and 5% to Animal Humane New Mexico. Um, and next week on Saturday, we will be doing a long live stream. We will be doing 12-hour live stream uh, to basically help um, the Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. So every 50%, what I'm doing is 50% of what goes in there will go to the Transgender Resource Center. I'm going to take another 10% um, and give it to a friend of mine who's been helping a transgender uh, individual, uh, basically getting her items that she needs. Well, yeah, and that's the thing. Since I work, my whatever I make here on YouTube, I like to help others with it. Um, it's like extra money to me. Like I said before, that's why I like to help others with it and donating rather than just take it all for myself. Um, so on the, like I said, usually 80% is going to come to me. So I do like to use that one to continue working the logistics of the channel, like buying new equipment. Um, I do want to get some merch, some of our merch to some of my mods like Yadira and Jason and Lena Mystic Mama. They're like excellent mods, so I do want to thank them for what they do by getting them some of our merch. Um, so because I appreciate them all so much, um, and also, um, and also I want to upgrade our equipment. I do want better cameras, um, better mic. I even want to try to do a green screen for the channel. Um, so basically, and then some of it will be to decompress, as you're saying. Um, Also, it helps pay like the internet bill, uh, even the electric stuff like that. So, I mean, like last month, which that should deposit into the to my account. We actually hit $520, which will help with all that. Um, the internet, electric stuff like that. So, hello everyone, and welcome. Please do hit a like and subscribe. we should probably start getting more people coming into the stream soon. Um, 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock sometime is the busier time of the day. Um, so let's see. I know that in the past couple of days, a lot of the live streams that are um, that are live right now. Okay, Yadira should be over soon. I had sent her a message before this, so she'll probably be coming along to moderate. She just. Good morning, SS. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe. That's fine, Yadira. I thought it would be, we'd do an early live stream. Let's try it out. Um, to since I just done the Godless sermon. I haven't done a job working remotely from home. I haven't done. The thing is, I don't have enough subscribers to be working from, just make this my regular job. It takes a lot of subs and, people, because then you have to maintain them and be making, plenty of money, because then you have to have, health insurance, be able to pay your car. Well, my car's paid off, so, but you got to be able to pay insurance, your electric, your internet. So it takes a lot of subs. Also, because that does help get, sponsors on the internet that a lot of people will watch, and and then uh, and then sponsors, and then move on from there. Uh, just kind of looking through some of the footage here. I guess in Los Angeles, police are launching tear gas on No Kings protesters. And, I've seen that most of these rallies going on are peaceful. So why would they be launching tear gas at them? It's kind of a backwards type of thing. It seems like they are trying to provoke the protesters to actually, they're like, the police are trying to create, make them create violence. I hate to bring all this in, but it's really looking that way. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Always, please do hit a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Just kind of looking at the news. Yeah, I know, Yadira. I was looking at how many. Sweet Soul, I try to keep my streams at about 2, 3 hours. Next week, there will be a 12-hour live stream on Saturday. It will be from 11 to 11. The reason we are doing it is to raise money for the Transgender Resource Center here in New Mexico. So 50% of super chats will go to them. Another 10% will go to help out a friend. To help out a trans homeless person. So, you know, I am trying to, what I will do is just basically try to help, not myself, but someone else. A friend of mine has been helping out a homeless person that is trans, so I thought we would help out with that. So she can have more resources to be able to give. Um, so, welcome. Let's hit a like and subscribe. Actually, I don't do TikTok. I do have an account. I might start doing it. Um, I do have friends that do it there. Yadira, thank you. Actually, I'm gonna pin Yadira's comment at the top. Another way to donate to the channel is hitting the Cash App button here. That goes directly into my Cash App account. And not as much money is um, taken out in fees from YouTube. Um, YouTube takes 30% off the top, while Cash App basically goes directly into the Cash App. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Hello, Mavis. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like, subscribe to the channel. Let me reply to that text message. It is my daughter. Oh, so you have the same tone on your phone? Yeah, it was my daughter just sending me a message. So welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Consider dropping a super or sending to the Cash App. It just basically helps the logistics of the channel, and we do give donations to the homeless Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico and Animal Humane New Mexico. That's where I adopted this guy. So basically, it it it'll help all of those organizations. So everything is greatly appreciated, from a small amount to. I live in New Mexico, not Mexico, but New Mexico. I we I do talk politics. I try to keep it neutral, but I think that basically what's going on in the nation right now is it should not be going on. We're a country where people have rights, um, where people should be allowed to express themselves, and no matter who they are, whether they're LGBTQIA plus, Mexican, any Latino country, and people are being marginalized because of who they are. That's happened, Sweet Soul, the entire United States. Basically, all these rallies that are going on everywhere are because there's been ICE raids. There's uh, the military is being brought into many cities to help the police. It is actually, there is a law against that, and actually breaking this this act. It's called the Posse Comitatus Act. Um, is wrong. Posse Comitatus is found in U.S. Code 18 in Section 1385. It's a U.S. federal law that restricts the use of the Army and Air Force to enforce civilian law. It generally prohibits the use of military branches as a posse comitatus, a body of citizens called to assist law enforcement, unless specifically authorized by the Constitution or an act of Congress. The act aims to prevent military from being used to suppress domestic dissent or to interfere with civilian law enforcement. Um, Actually, Sweet Soul, if you look at it, I watched it yesterday, and yes, Yadira does have something there well said. There's no rioting going on. If what you need to do is you need to watch the alt media. The alt media is media that you watch online, because these are people that are on the streets, and they're they're recording with their phones. They're making their own videos. And what happens when you watch the regular media like Fox News, MSNBC, and everything, watch what they put on there. They tend to put on one thing where it shows rioting, and they tend to stream in a loop the same picture or event going on and on and on and on. So they show, if you go on Fox News, they're showing, oh, look what's going on, it's rioting. But then you go to like MSNBC, that's a liberal station, they'll say, oh, look what the police is doing to this person. Because that's what the regular media does. So that's what people should be watching, and how and Mavis, we can talk about this, and but we have to we can talk about it, but the conversation, we can keep it peaceful. People will come in and get aggressive about it. The So, I mean, I appreciate it. Like Yadira says, we appreciate the conversation. I mean, it's like people that come in and start religious talk. A lot of times they come in aggressively about religious talk. Correct, Arthur. Both sides are a part of reality. But yet, when you watch people that are on the streets showing the film from their phones, they will they tend to send in better footage, and that's why um, you know they the people that are on the streets and doing it from their cell phones tend to get better, that footage like that. Yes, and both sides will have bad apples. Um, and I mean, like yesterday, I was watching, if you watch the Don Lemon show on here on YouTube, I think he did a great job. He used to work for CNN, and they had Joy Reid on there that worked for MSNBC, and they were, had several reporters from, but they were here on YouTube now where they can tell the real truth rather than what's happening, what a network would put on there. Yeah, and that was it. There, it was unfiltered. You know, you four, yeah, welcome. Please do hit a like, subscribe, consider dropping a super chat or a super sticker. If you drop a super chat, it will be read out loud so everybody knows what you are stating on here. So consider that. If even if it's like me, I am an atheist. People have thrown super chats in with scripture. I will read that on here, um, and basically, um, it's appreciated no matter what you say. Um, although many of us are atheists and agnostics here, we will acknowledge your comments. Um, Now, if you try to start spreading your your faith or your religion, yeah, we will. Those comments do get taken out of the channel. I do have people on my channel that do have religious trauma. Um, I have been through two major religions, and all I learned is that religions, one, marginalize people, and two, they teach hate. Um, you know, I grew up in the Catholic Church, and one thing I noticed, even when I got to where it was time, to enter puberty, like in about seventh grade, they did start teaching us about, obviously, puberty was coming, about all those things, and we started learning about birth control methods and which ones were sins. We started learning about how being gay was a sin. So, and then in my 20s, I converted to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And then you start learning the war stuff, you know? And yes, Sweet Soul has a point here. Now, I don't believe in God anymore because, or follow any religion. I do follow what we call the Church of Korhor, which is a church for atheists and agnostics. Mavis Grace, thank you for the $5 super chat. She does say I am subscribed, and I always like, and as someone that was abused by an adult, no more on the topic. I feel safe here. So thank you for the super chat. Yes, Mavis, we try to keep our conversations to a point where someone is, if they were abused by certain people, we try not to bring up those topics. Um, I do thank you for that super chat. Remember, it will help uh, homeless people and the Trans Resource Center of New Mexico. Hello, U4. Welcome to the stream. Euphoria. That's what one does feel after one transitions uh, from dysphoria. One can go into gender euphoria. So we got our first super chat from Mavis Grace, and we do appreciate that. Any little amount that is given, we appreciate it. Uh, and what do you consider a sinful lifestyle? Like many people, like me, I'm trans, and you know, about cheesecake. Uh, so Mavis comes up with another $5 super chat and says, "So what do you have to say about cheesecake? I love cheesecake." Um, so thanks a lot, you guys. We're getting some super chats in today. Mavis comes in asking, "What do you think about cheesecake?" I actually know how to make it. Uh, so, and Euphoria drops down the $5 super chat. We're up to $15. Thank you, everyone. Mavis and Euphoria. I love cheesecake. She still considers me her father. In fact, that was a text message that I got earlier. Was Happy Father's Day. So, I mean, I'll accept that from from her. It's okay, you know. She accepts me as who I am, but that is true, Rio. We no longer believe in sin as we no longer uh, believe in God. Yes, Yadira is one of my goats of moderators. Yes, Mavis, I do know how to make cheesecake. You basically just kind of whip up the cream cheese. Yeah, and I like if I would do cheesecake, I like it with strawberries on it. So we are doing fantastic tonight or today. I know we did an early live stream, but we're already up to $15. Um, and for this month, we're already at Lindsay. We are non-believers here, or many of us are non-believers. So no need to tell us about Jesus. Yadira has posted the link to our merch store. Merch store does have many items. We have t-shirts, hoodies, blankets, um, many different items. Welcome, Bob. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do leave a like and subscribe. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to the event that 505 has asked me to go to. I would love to go to, but I don't think I'll be able to. Thank you, IMJ. Oh, I apologize, you guys. Thomas just, he tends to disconnect. Like he came under my feet to go under my feet and he'll disconnect my monitors. Correct, sweet soul. It is easy to make. Yeah, I'll drop it in the description box. You can check out the store. Same as the with donos on here with super chats in the whatever little profit I make with the um with merch. The same will go towards to the homeless. And um, now I don't know if that link will take you to the store. You can check. If not, you can try to copy it in there. Oh, thank you, Real for Life, Kim D. You sent a flower for 30 jewels. That's the first time I received jewels. Yes, Mavis, if you look up at the top, there is, or if you're watching off your phone, there is a Cash App on pinned to the stream. That Cash App will go directly to a Cash App account. Yadira just dropped it here. It is the $ with, it says Jules Treasures. That'll go straight to a Cash App account that will send money directly to me, because like the $15 we have gotten today, YouTube takes 30% out of that. So that will give us the whole amount to the channel. Um, so I started the Cash App thing. I know other people that do it, so I, I just um, hope it's not against the rules here. But I have a friend and she gets, does use it. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. As always, please do like and subscribe to the channel. Consider dropping a super. You can also donate via Cash App. I'm just trying to see. Oh wait, no, it's not letting me. Also, know if you do get a membership to the channel, which is different than being a subscriber. You do get exclusive content. Like I still need to upload the Get Ready With Me video from yesterday. So you see how I do my makeup from, you know, uh, from nothing to what you see now. So yeah, it's, that's the other thing is you can do membership, which is, I do have 2 levels. You can do a $2.99 membership a month or a $5.99. today I have this top on, and I actually have a nice little skirt on, like faux leather skirt on in burgundy. So the gray and burgundy go well with each other. Oh, okay, Yadira, thank you for telling me about that. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Um, Thank you for joining us here today. I was just trying out an early morning live stream, seeing, you know, how it goes at this time of day. Yeah, I got my legs out for a stroll. So Mavis, you just dropped down for a membership. Awesome. 5.99. Now, as you see, you now have um, a your name highlights in green. So yeah, thank you for being a member. I was looking at it, and I think we have a good amount of members now on the channel. So yeah, it starts getting colorful if you continue to being a member. The color of your name does change. Um, Members, I think we had like 16. Yes, and yeah, because now we have 17 members, so that is pretty cool. And yeah, you have the Area 5T1 logo on there. Um, some people will gift memberships to others, so that's another. Um, Area 5T1, as you can see back here, I have an Area 51 logo. Now we call it Area 5T1 here, so we don't say that we're completely, you know, biting off the Area 51, but we call it Area 5T1 because we do discuss the 5Ts. We talk about we talk position, we talk triathlon, we talk trends, we also talk teaching and trucks. So we talk about the 5Ts. We can talk about all that. We can talk about other, topics. Um, so that's what the 5Ts are on this channel. Um, so that's why we call it Area 5T1. Um, Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. As always, you are a treasure here. Remember, as we just discussed, we do discuss the 5Ts. You are in Area 5T1. We talk about transition, triathlon, trends, teaching, and trucks. On my teaching section, I do discuss 5 different. No, I have. Who makes the slate? Let me. Slate pickup. So it's their own company. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. They're already giving reservations for one. It's customizable. Toyota's going to come out with a customizable truck. It has pretty much like a flatbed. Um, I currently have a Nissan Xterra that I bought for $1,500. Um, oh, so this one's made by Jeff Bezos. So he's trying to compete with his buddy Elon, huh? They're trying to uh, compete for the richest man in the world. There's a lot of companies like you can order like really small trucks, even copies of small SUVs uh, on like Temu or and they'll you can order like a small G-Wagon and it'll come in a crate to your house. It's kind of funny to watch the videos where people will order them to compare them to an original like or Land Rover or stuff like that. Um, it's funny what people will do just to compare the two. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Um, we have received $15 in super chats, gotten one new member um, to the channel, which does give exclusive content. Mavis, just know I will be uploading a new video for members. Today, it's actually me doing my makeup from yesterday's live stream in the evening. So, um, from start to finish. And yeah, you see the little logo here. I like that you're using this little emoji here. That is actually an Area 5T1 um, cafe logo. From actually, if you look in my merch store, there is actually coffee using that logo. Oh no, wait, you have the Gem X logo. No, that's a Gem X, and there's actually a coffee if you want coffee with that. I don't know where you live. The coffee is available to the US and Canada. I don't know. It doesn't go like to Europe or any place like that. The store also has blankets, t-shirts. If if you see the throw pillow or the plush blanket, go down one row, and it should say Flathead Valley Blend or Rock Creek Coffee. It's right next to the tan hat. That blanket is actually the plush blanket, the $35 one. It's actually I love it. I have one. I and then I also have I have two t-shirts. I have the t-shirt at the top, the t-shirt exterior, and then I have the original Jules Treasures t-shirt that's way at the bottom next to the ceramic mug with the bow. I have that. Yeah, I hope to get more people out there wearing merch. Uh, there's a point in time where I walk outside and see people wearing my merch. That would be cool, especially like during Pride time. That I think that would be awesome. I do have to find a way to attach it to the page. I did pay Wix, and let's see, and Printify. I was trying to link those two together, but I'm having a hard time. So it'll add, because you have to get Wix to be able to add it to the front of the page. So when you open up a stream or a video, it would be right there. Oh, you live in San Diego? I'm from San Diego. I grew up in San Diego. I grew up in Chulawana, or AKA Chula Vista. Um, what part of San Diego are you in? If you go to Little Italy, try Born and Raised or Morning Glory restaurants. Uh, my sister works for that group. So does my nephew. Um, last time I went to Born and Raised, oh my goodness, the food there is fantastic. I had a beef Wellington. I had to force myself to finish that thing. Oh, you're from Escondido. I had a friend that had a shop in Escondido for cars, for a body shop. And right now I have 3 more applications for the VA in La Jolla. Uh, the first 2 jobs I applied for in San Diego have not panned out. There's a third one that the application is still, it's kind of weird. It says you were considered for the job, but it says you were referred to the hiring manager, but on another part of the page it says you were not. So I don't know. I don't get why it states that. So um, another 3 jobs popped up and I applied. But I will be. Well, thank you so much, Mavis. Thank you for the 2 super chats and becoming a member. Yes, we will be back on Tuesday evening, Tuesday through Sunday this week. Because Tuesday night I'll do the usual Transition Tuesday stream. And then Wednesday through Sunday. Wednesday I do work, but I will be home. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I am off. I may go out and hang out with a friend on probably Friday. No, That would be Friday night, because I know Saturday we have, remember Saturday we do have our 12-hour live stream, um, to, it will be a fundraiser for um, the transgender community. So it'll be an awesome live. Um, we should have fun. Um I will be having uh, well, thank you, Mavis. Yeah, I have a, well, thank you, SS. Let's read your comment for the $20 super chat. I'm a newer viewer and enjoy your content. I can see you are a kind woman. I hope this helps you with your charities and your channel. Thank you so much. Let me put a nice little heart here. Uh, that super chat is greatly appreciated. Um, so, as you know, it will be going to charity. 10% of that will go to the Transgender Resource Center, 10% to buying stuff for the homeless, and 5% to Animal Humane New Mexico. Um, we are definitely getting a good day today. Uh, let's see, yesterday, I'm going to give you guys where we're at. Uh, this morning, what we've done so far in June, we have hit $112.21. We're waiting for Jason's donation to go in there, so we should be about $120 uh, by the end of the day, and we've done 35. So let's take out what 30% of that. That's about $9. So like $26 will. So that's a pretty good chunk, plus the content performance that they give. Um, so estimated revenue from that is like $3. I mean, that's not bad. That's on video, shorts. Oh, we've got a small amount of 37 cents. And lives, we have, it does say estimated revenue. Oh, we come down to another super chat by Mavis. May as well round up to $20 total. Thank you, girl. You are awesome. She has given $20 in super chats and has become a member of the channel. You are awesome. Glad to have you in here. We'll look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. Remember, for those of you that come in here, if you drop a super chat, put you know, whatever in there, it will be read on the stream. Um, I've had people put religious content in there, and out of a courtesy, I will read their content. Um, if it's, you know, if they put scripture in there and I have to look it up, I will look it up. I think the one I've usually gotten is John 3:16, which many of us know what that is. Um, so um, we are doing fantastic today. Um, so welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe. We just hit our 200 viewer mark. We will probably do 2 more hours on the live stream. As you guys can see, this is another time Thomas likes to sleep in the afternoon. Um, I think his circadian rhythm is set where he sleeps at this time, as I am usually at work. Um, Rickshaw, I do. I drink coffee. Um, I like iced coffee more. I will drink like a Frappuccino from Starbucks. I usually like their strawberry one, uh, and um, and their white chocolate one. Um, I like iced tea also. I think people will find that, you know, awkward. It took, and it's, uh, that's, you know, many people will ask about that. Especially people that know I'm an ex-Mormon, because the Mormon Church looks at coffee like the devil's brew. Um, you know, they're they don't like they have a strict health code, and they say you shouldn't drink coffee. Hello, Red Dog. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Consider dropping a super chat or a super sticker. Um, so they say it's unhealthy, um, for your body. Now, a lot of people, it's kind of weird, what the reason is. Way back when, they used to say it was the caffeine in it. Now I've heard, the main reason I've heard is what's called tannic acid, in the coffee and tea. They will allow to drink herbal tea, and then they used to make a Mormon substitute for coffee. It is called Postum. It was made by Post Cereal. It's spelled Postum. Actually, BBB, they do wear special undergarments. Now, the thing about the undergarments, it's not magic underwear. It's considered another layer of protection from temptation. Um, Actually, I'm probably going to when I do my video about the temple, that's probably going to be a long one. And I'm going to try to get some temple clothing and some undergarments. Now, the thing about the undergarments is have recently changed them, because they're trying to be more accommodating to hotter environments. So usually they've changed over time. They used to be like a one piece. Um, if they soil their garments, they can wash them. And if they need to replace them, there's special symbols on the undergarments. If you are getting rid of them, you have to cut the symbols off of them and burn those. But now there is a company where you can buy the bags and send them to and get them recycled. I just saw that. And the thing is, you have to buy the bag to send them, and it's kind of pricey. Hello, Lita. How are you today? Welcome to the stream. Do hit a like. Thank you. Yes, Protect Trans Lives. I did do my yes, I did a live stream today about Pride on another channel. Um, it was actually a Godless sermon. Thank you, Lita. Yeah, women, trans women are women. Yes, and happy Pride Month to all of us, to all my treasures here. Sure enough, BBB, I'm an apostate. I have actually resigned from the church. There are certain ways to resign besides getting excommunicated. Do Mormons allow spicy food, or is it? No, they allow spicy food. Because we used to have a chili cook-off every year, and I would win for the spiciest chili every year. Yes, Lita, I know how you support. Thank you very much. Everyone, please do. I do want to thank everybody that has dropped super chats today. We are at $40. So thank you, everyone. Hello, Ozzy. Welcome. You know, I didn't go to the protest yesterday. I don't even know if they had them here in Albuquerque. I'm sure they did. Um, the state capitol is up in Santa Fe, so they probably had them up there. Yeah, and that's basically what I do on the weekends is a lot of self-care. I like, was it, you know, I tend to notice that most of the protests yesterday, I was watching the news, and when I watch news, I watch the alternative media here on YouTube, and everything was peaceful from what I saw. I didn't see, you know, I did hear about certain tragedies, like the two senators in Minnesota being killed, and from what I understand, they were the person that did do, you know, the murder is actually a right winger. Yeah, the amounts of people that I think that is awesome. You show power in numbers, uh, and especially keeping it peaceful. I've actually gone to one peaceful protest. I went to one in Florida, and it was about the you know, amnesty for people that have been here in the U.S. for a while. And you know, and basically the chant they were saying was, "Si se puede," so yes, we can. Yes, we can. Correct. And going to Pride events is important. Today I did do a Godless sermon on Pride. Um, so it was actually, it went well. The sermon went for about 31 minutes. Um, you know, that's awesome. Um, Joe actually did a very good job, and he started off the sermon with the song that I've played here. It's called "Lick My Cupcake." Um, it's a song about purity culture that the Mormon Church teaches, but the song is kind of opposing it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. In many parades, there's many drag queens that perform. I was asked by a friend of mine or someone I met here in Albuquerque if I perform, and I'm not a drag queen. I'm a trans woman, and that's the big thing. That's the difference. Trans women don't perform. Drag queens, and then a lot of differences in the makeup also. In When I lived in Florida, they actually had drag queen bingo. And it was done at like kind of like it was at the Elks Club. Yeah, and that's the whole thing is liking the entire community, just getting along with everybody. Oh, do they, Lita? That's awesome. I never went to it, but um, I heard it was awesome. Welcome, Webster. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe if you aren't already. Um, Consider dropping a super sticker or a super chat. We're having an excellent day. Made, uh, we have gotten $40 in donations, which 20% of that will go to charity. 10% we purchase, or 25%, I'm sorry, goes to charity. 10% to the Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. 10% I do buy items for homeless, and 5% goes to where I adopted my dog from. Oh, that's awesome, Ozzy. Yeah, here we have what's called Nob Hill, and it's the gay area of uh, Albuquerque. In San Diego, we have what's called Hillcrest. Thank you, Webster. I did myself up for the Godless sermon I did today. I did this top, and I have a burgundy skirt. Um, I know they don't see that, but I just wanted to look good for, you know, the people at the Church of Korihor. One thing we always do with our sermons, or um, that one thing, the full outfit, I'll show you. It is right there. I'm gonna have to start getting things um, with a smaller waist, because the weight I've lost, it seems things are starting. Well, thank you, Lita. I'm starting to lose weight to where, like, this skirt, I ordered it, I think, in an extra large because where I was, but I've lost 30 pounds. So it's starting to fit loose. I may have to start ordering. Um, with pants, it's no big deal. You just put on a belt. Um, no, Webster, I am not wearing nylons. I do need to start buying some. Yeah, I'm down 30. I was at like 225. I'm down to 188. So actually almost 40. In fact, today is shot day. I'm on Wegovy, which does do its job, but you actually have to put in the work and change your diet. You can't just take the shot depending on it to um, to just make you lose weight. You have to change your diet. Well, thank you, Yadira. Have you've noticed it much? MMJ, you got me on that one. Medical, yeah, you're talking medical marijuana, basically. It works for certain things. I will tell you that. I know a lot of people that I've read up that people with, it works great for certain people with PTSD. Um, Webster, I do not have a male friend in my life. I still like women. So I'm a trans lesbian, or as I say, a transbian. A lot of people, um, I hear for a lot of people, especially people coming out of high demand religions, uh, honestly, I will say that a lot of people say that what works for them and the trauma from high demand religions is hallucinogen therapy, like ayahuasca, mushrooms, stuff like that, which I find it surprising that people that were in a high demand religion, where they didn't um, allow even alcohol. Yes, Lita, it's fantastic chatting with you. I'm not a cross dresser. I was a cross dresser, but now I am trans. There's a big difference between cross dressing and being transgender. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do leave a like and subscribe. I would like to get, I do have one, a nice long black skirt that goes down to the ankles. Um, I have one, but it has two slits at the side. I would just like to get one that's straight down to the ankles, that's just closed up. I'm sorry, it might be a little bit of the Mormon side of, ex-Mormon side of me coming out, but I've always liked how they look. A nice long skirt to the ankles in black. Um, they look elegant, I think. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Welcome, Dustin, and oh, okay, so you. what's underneath the skirt just goes up to about the the top of the mid thigh, and from there it's just my legs. You too, Lita. Have a great day. Thank you for joining us here. So you say when wearing a long black skirt, it just covers up everything, so it's not a good thing. I just like it because it looks very formal, very elegant. You know, like this, I also like this short one that goes mid-thigh, but I also like long skirts. I think it seeing it on a woman looks very attractive. Yeah, and a nice long dress. I have one, and it is like a lot of rainbow colors. Um, yes, but Webster, what's your obsession with nylons? I'd like to know because it seems it's all you ask when you come here. Well, actually, Ozzy, that's a pretty good question. I've always known I was trans, but I came out later in life. So, uh, at first, it feels like cross-dressing. So, as a young, I would say as a young man in my teens, I used to put on my mom's clothes and do my makeup when nobody was home. Uh, but at that time, I wouldn't come out. Um, I, I just kind of was, I was myself. Hello, Sleepy. Happy Pride Month. As you can see, I have my pride flag here. Yes, I'm into shoes. I need to buy some more. I have some nice ankle high red uh, leathery uh, faux leather boots. They do lace up. I do want to get some black ones also in faux leather also. And then I do have some ankle boots. I like boots. And then I have a lot of obviously tennis shoes because I do run a lot for triathlon. Um, and Vans, another thing, I'm into Vans. Yes, there are more, a lot of times there are men that are more feminine than being trans. Um, it depends where one is on the spectrum, as Yadira is saying. Um, you know, there are people that can be non-binary. There could be people that, you know, are gender fluid. I got you, Webster. I can see that you are into, you know, so some people are gender fluid. They feel more feminine on one day, more masculine on another day. Uh, it all depends. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Do hit a like and subscribe to the channel. You're on with Jules. Remember, you are a treasure here. Consider dropping a super chat or a super sticker. We've hit $40 today. That will help giving um, 25% to uh, three different charities. First, we go out and purchase items for the homeless. Um, then the second, we give. This month we're doing 25%, and what we are doing is giving 10% to the Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico and 5% to Animal Humane New Mexico. That's where I adopted my dog, who's down here under my desk. Um, so please consider, dropping lots of things. Dustin, I like to do archery. I like to go to the gun range from time to time. I work on my vehicle. Uh, I go hiking. I train for triathlon. You know, many, many different things. Uh, I like to be an active person. So this month, like I said, 25% is going to charity. The other 75 just keeps the channel going. Uh, you know, make sure that our internet is paid, electric is paid, so the bills are paid to be able to run the channel, um, and uh, and even to purchase other items to make the channel better. Yes, Webster. There are videos I have done where I am dressed like this in public. Why would I not? This is who I am. Welcome everyone on here with Jules. Now, next Saturday, we will be doing a very long live stream. We're going to do a 12-hour live stream. 50% of whatever we get in super chats will go to the Transgender Resource Center for Pride Month. And I'm going to give another 10% to a friend of mine that has been helping a homeless person that is trans. So we're going to give another 10% to them. Whatever we get next Saturday. So please, please consider donating super chats next Saturday. We will be here from 11 a.m. Mountain Time to 11 p.m. Mountain Time. The other 40% will probably go for the logistics of that stream. It will feed me because I will eat while I'm here streaming. Yes, Webster, if you watch the channel, you can watch all of my videos. You can see doctor's appointments I've gone to that I've filmed going out there, times that I've gone out and handed items out to the homeless. That was what we called Project Rapture. And when we say rapture, it's not like the end of the world. It's like wrapping people up, like, and because we were giving in the winter, we were giving items so they could stay warm. I was giving knit beanies and gloves to them, and I did it, as myself. Um, You know, you can see times I go to a friend's house and I drove there like myself. I go to my doctor's offices like myself. I've gone out many different places. Um, I've even done videos hiking. So, and what I did in that one, my hair was short. I put in a ponytail and put on a hat, and I had done some makeup. It wasn't like this, but it was my foundation mainly, because my foundation is actually has uh, sunblock to it, so it it, it worked out real well to do that. Um, so you know, there's no reason not to show who I am when I go out. Hello, if you're just joining us, welcome to Area 5T1. I am Jules, and all of you are my treasures. Call it Area 5T1 as we do discuss the 5Ts. We talk about transition, we talk about triathlon, talk trends, teaching, and we talk about trucks. Do consider dropping a super chat. We are doing very good today. I've had several of my subs uh, drop down. We are at $40. 25% this month does go to charity. Next week on Saturday, we will be doing a long live stream where uh, we do. Um, we will be giving 50% to the Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. Webster, let me ask you something. Why are you are you obsessed in the fact that I go like this out in public? Why, what are your questions? Why are you questioning this so much? This is who I am. I may have been born a male, but I'm actually a woman. So, what's your obsession with me being who I am? Do you believe that someone, Word Warrior, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe to the channel. Consider dropping a super chat or a super sticker to help charity. Yeah, it is Sandilla. I do live by the Sandia Mountains. I live at the base of them. Do you know, Yadira, that the number of viewers will almost equal the number of subscribers in in probably about the next hour? We're at, in the last 48 hours, we've had 2,140 views, and currently we have 2,330 subs. When we closed the channel last night, after we closed the stream, we were at 2,332 views. But like I said, usually we lose 2 to 4. It's a big, it's just one of those things. So Webster, you never answered my question. Oh, did I? Sorry, dear. Okay, I thought I hit something where we. Ah, Webster disappeared off of here. He must be too quiet in the background. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe. I guess when I dropped a question to Webster, he was afraid to answer. Hello, Fridge. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe. How are you today, Lizzie? Hello, Andrew. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Uh, Please, if you are new, hit like and subscribe. Um, Remember, you are a treasure here. Thank you, Andrew. I did do a Godless sermon today, so had to look good for it, uh, or better. Guys, we are doing fantastic today. We have gotten several uh, super chats. We're at a $40 amount. So that is fantastic. Well, thank you, Andrew, for subscribing. That is always appreciated. Uh, Please consider dropping a super. Just hit the little dollar sign amount or dollar sign at the bottom. You can enter the amount you would want to donate to the channel. That does help charity. My day's been great. We're doing this early uh, live um, live stream. As started off the day with doing an early live stream on another channel, um, talking about Pride Month. Um, that's fine, Andrew. Actually, if you want to save and donate on Saturday, that would be greatly appreciated. We will be doing a 12-hour live stream that day and raising money for uh, the Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. We will be giving 50% of all the proceeds we hit that day um, to the center. Hopefully, we'll have plenty of people that day. I have friends that are going to send their subs. Um, so we'll see how that goes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe. just kind of seeing what's on. There's lots of news going on here on YouTube. It's the alt media. That's always, like I say, it's the best place to look. It, it it's a good place to look because it seems like it's more people that are out on the front lines. You know, people with their phones showing stuff. Yeah, I'm watching, like right now I see all kinds of stuff like right at the front lines. I'm One channel I like that's straightforward. It's called Midas Touch. Um, Meidas, and he's got a couple. He's got a couple of videos up right now. One's members only, while the other is very well said there. Allies are welcome, and important. Yes. Allies are always a good thing. Yeah, and right now um, guess there's a manhunt going on for the Minnesota shooter. So welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like, subscribe to the channel. Do you see my legs crossed? Yadira? You know, I'm going to tell you something. Since I started on hormone therapy, I what one thing I noticed is I shaved my legs and not much of the hair grew back. So I was surprised at that. You know, I won't do hair removal from the legs because they're so, you know, they're so bare right now as far as hair. So like I said, I don't really understand what happened. Yeah, the thing is with my skirt being so short, I don't want to show, you know. Go ahead, Andrew. We're here for advice. We can give you, you know, what whatever we feel. No. If you like trans women, it's basically, you're basically straight. Why would it make you gay? It's liking a woman. I'm sure there's a little bit of a stereotype that's out there, but no, it's the obviously and there's always going to be the stereotype that people put out there, and it's not cool because you like women. Me, I like women, whether they're cisgender woman or trans woman. Does that it makes me a lesbian, or as I like to call it, a transbian, because I am transgender and I am lesbian because I like women. Well, that's the problem, Andrew. For example, transitioning myself, it it you can lose friends, you can lose family because of it. It's a difficult thing. Liking women, but if they're trans, so you will lose friends. Hello, Candles. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like. I believe you've been here before. If you haven't, please do subscribe to the channel. We welcome everyone. Consider dropping a super sticker, a super chat, so we can help raise money for charity. This month we are doing 25% for charities. We are doing 10% to buying items for the homeless. We are doing 10% to the Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico, and we are doing 5% to Animal Humane New Mexico. We usually do 10, 5, and 5, but this month we've raised on the Transgender Resource Center due to Pride Month. Next week on Saturday, we will be doing a 12-hour live stream where we will be giving 50% to the Transgender Resource Center, along with an additional 10% to help a homeless trans person in Arizona that a friend of mine has been helping. And I'm gonna have to start writing down where I'm gonna have to write the amounts, which ones from where we're at tomorrow, actually where we're at Friday, and then where we are at, how much we make on Saturday. Always remember there are two ways to donate, whether it's by supers or by Cash App, which is pinned onto the stream here. I'm on very little sleep from last night. We had we did a 4-hour live stream, Yadira. Um, we're practicing for next week. Yeah. And we did a 4 hour, um, and then we I fell asleep and I couldn't sleep. And then one of my friends, she and I'm not saying this was not bad because she did send um, messages about the homeless that we are helping out. I did send her the link. You guys might look online at the at my channel, and you can already find that there is a link for next week's stream. Yeah, I was. Well, that's another thing that kept me up, Yadira, because I think it was during our stream. Joe sent me a message. Are you still gonna do the the sermon tomorrow? And I was like, uh, I hadn't prepared for it. So after our stream, I stayed up preparing that sermon. Um, and I looked up about Stonewall and the LGBTQ community and worked from there. I mean, I could have probably made a longer one, but I don't like to go too long because, a half hour we're good. Uh, you can go up to an hour and it would be a lot, but he used the Lick My Cupcake song because I've told him that it's, a favorite here. Um, I felt good about the sermon. There weren't, I mean, there were some good people in there. I'm glad Lonnie came over. Uh, I'm glad that Real for Life was in there, and she had been on our live stream last night. I'll be right back. I'm gonna pull out something for dinner. Yeah, I was just pulling out something to defrost. Yeah, I'm probably gonna take a nap in the afternoon too. After we finish this stream, we'll probably go for the 3 hour stream today. Then I'll probably take a couple hours nap while that defrosts, and then yeah, I took Thomas out to potty 3 times before the sermon. I thought he would probably be acting up during it, but you guys noticed he stayed calm. He did great. He was at my feet where he is right now. So he did, he's a great dog. I love him. Um, yeah, he is the best dog in Albuquerque. I'm glad I got him. Like I keep saying it, it was him or Brian, but I would have had to buy stuff for martinis if I would have gotten Brian. Um, Charlotte has her stream going right now. Um, I have to do. I have to plan a stream with her soon. We'll probably do it on StreamYard. Um, I think that'll be cool. Um, Later on tonight, I will be uploading the video from yesterday, getting my Get Ready With Me video for the live stream last night. I'm starting to notice that I'm getting better at finishing my makeup quicker with a better look. It's just muscle memory, um, learning, your routine. I might change my wing style a little bit. I'm gonna see what I can do to it. I've actually seen people that do wings upward and then kind of bring a tiny bit downward. It's more like a fishtail, they say. I don't know about trying that, or bring eyeliner underneath also. I'm gonna look up different eyeliner styles. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Consider dropping a super chat or a super sticker. We're actually doing pretty good for the month. We've already beat out April. Last month, May, where it's going to be, it's going to take time to have another. I have a feeling it'll take a couple months to get to something like how we had it in May, as May was a $500 month. But we had Deja here, and she was on one stream just giving out, lots of cash. And it worried me because we know that Deja is homeless. Yeah, I love Deja too. She's awesome. And that's what kind of kept worrying me on that live stream because, she was giving money, and like I said, she lives in her vehicle sometimes, and I hated taking that money, but she just kept insisting on it, and she kept making challenges for everybody. kind of, if we get 5 more super chats, I will donate X amount. It was, so, you can tell that this bottle of lotion is starting to run low. But this is an important thing to do to the skin. You want to moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. You keep your hands soft. I always do it because I wash them so much at work that the skin gets dry. I am a nurse, so it's important to wash those hands, or at least use hand sanitizer. To prevent the spread of any germs or bacteria. We got some movement there. Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. If you're just joining us, you're on with Jules. Remember, all of you are treasures here. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Adira, it looks like it's just you and I. We've got 6 people in the background that aren't talking. Forget to, oh, we just got another, now we just jumped to 12. Hello everyone, welcome. Please do hit a like and subscribe to the channel. Join in the conversation. Right now it's just been me and one of my mods. Welcome, Learning to Love. Is that like learning to love in all the wrong places? Welcome. Please do hit a like and subscribe. You can join us here and hit the notification bell so you can know when we're hit the notification bell so you are notified when we do have live streams. This week we're going to have an excellent week coming up. Usually we do 5 live streams a week. This next week we will have 6, as it will be a short week for me at work because of Juneteenth. I do work for the federal government and it is a recognized holiday. So we will be having live streams. We always do a live stream on Tuesday. It is what I call Transition Tuesday because my transition started on a Tuesday. I'm now a year and a half into it, and I feel really good. I'm starting to notice a lot of changes. Obviously, the first change that starts is the breast growth. There is actually, tenderness that comes along with that. And from time to time, I still get tenderness. And yeah, I'm definitely starting to notice it. Yeah, my daughter did text me earlier, so did my mother. And they send me gifts on Father's Day. And then I have a lot of friends, and that's how it is. That you know, they will celebrate, the male one of the group will celebrate Father's Day, um, although they have come out female. I've there's certain people I've watched online, and they do say although they've transitioned, their nieces and nephews still acknowledge them as an uncle. So it's a balancing act, you know, because certain people in your family, you know, and the thing is, you know, just go with the flow. You can't get mad at them. You know, they knew you as, they know you as a specific person that's different, you know, than what you identify with. I'd rather, yes, it can be difficult for the younger ones, as you're saying. Kind of doing a little bit of yeah, you do get a new loved one. I'm just doing so yesterday's live stream. I'm jumping in here and adding you know, the some changes to it, because now I can pick. No, they are she, her, she, her, hers. You have to use what you feel. Although some people will use the they, them. Usually people that use they, them are non-binary. I won't forget. What's amazing that I felt, or not that I felt, but I noticed one time, was the first non-binary person I took care of as a nurse. Um, I had already come out, but I'm sitting there and I went and grabbed, you know, a veteran. It was their first time I had them as a patient. And they, I'm going to say they because they were non-binary, came in and I took care. Um, I took them to the room and started asking them questions. And every time they would answer, it was, they would say, we. So we feel this way. We, you know, have this going on. We. So it actually helped me learn how a non-binary person will talk about themselves. They're not a they, them to themselves, but they're a we. So LD, uh, you know, we can talk about this. We do have to keep it respectful, but I'm gonna say, if we look at everything that is going on here in our country that is negatively impacting, is actually due to what the Republican Party is leading others to do. Actually, react. I just act as who I am, but it doesn't come out too feminine. And I would love to go as myself to work because this is who I am. Unfortunately, since Trump came back into office and Musk, um, you know, brought in Doge, I can't, be myself. Yes, rickshaw, I do find it an odd. I do find that odd because we're only 1% of the population. Actually, it's found to be 0.9% of the population. So why are people worried about 0.9? I don't get bullied, um, but it's there's people I can hear in the background that talk trash about the transgender population, and not even in the background. Even I've heard it like to right in front of me. I heard uh, the RN I work with. I'm an LPN, and we have an LPN, an RN, and doctor, and she was calling another trans person an it. Um, some people do use the pronouns it and its, but very few. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Um, Everyone is welcome in here. Please do keep comments respectful. I know some people have brought up a lot about yesterday's um, peaceful protests, and I will comment about them if you do want to talk about them. But please keep your comments respectful towards everyone in general. Uh, we don't want to argue here. We can do peaceful debates, just like how it was peaceful protests, but no, uh, no judgmental comments. I just like to say that everyone should know that as a trans person, I know that we are 1% of the population. I don't know why 1% will, you know, does tend to, you know, bother so much of the other 99%. So, if you are, why is it that one gets bothered by, that 99% of people who are cisgender get uptight about us 1%? I think a lot of these rallies and peaceful protests yesterday, one did have to do with the, illegal immigration, but I was watching one newscast and they were saying that it's strange how many of these people that were protesting against the illegal immigrants, they're the same people that have construction companies, ranches, and many other things. And where do you think, who do you think they hire to to do the work at their construction companies and their ranches to pick the produce or the fruit? Micah, I came to I came to when I was born in 1970, and I was born here on Earth. Um, like Micah here thinks that, you know, is being judgmental because, you know, she doesn't understand about being. Area 51 has to do with my channel. 51 is actually a pretty lucky number for me. And my channel is called Area 5T1 because we talk about 5 topics that start with the letter T. We talk about transition, we talk about triathlon, we talk about trends, talk about teaching, and we talk about trucks. Area 51 is where the Skunk Works tends to test most airplanes that are new. There's still a lot of speculation on what other things are in Area 51. If you look at it, that's what they do. I've actually seen the. Many of you know that there is an airline that transports people from Las Vegas to Area 51, and they have these planes, and they have no markings, FAA markings on them. So they have no numbers to identify them as. They don't have a company name on them. Uh, they just they are just blank. Um, Last time I traveled to San Diego, I landed in Vegas, and I actually saw those planes as I was landing in Las Vegas. Yeah, it is, Micah, in a way because it's new technology like airplanes and stuff that they make for the military. You know, that's where they built the SR-71 Blackbird. That's where they made stealth airplanes. Now tell me, if you didn't see a stealth airplane, if you didn't know about it before it was made, and you saw it flying over your house, would it not look like something different to you? The thing is, the airspace is it's illegal to even uh, illegal to even get too close to the gate. That's why the sign says what it says. Even people over the top of the mountain, there's a mountain in front of it. If people get too close on that mountain and get caught looking over, they are warned. Then came the big Storm Area 51 movement, where one guy put it on Facebook to storm Area 51, and it got shut down. Yeah, I've seen a UA UA UAP? Is that what it is? Unidentified aerial phenomenon? Yeah, I have seen one. Funny thing is, someone I worked with had seen one too. We took paper and we drew them, and then we turned the paper over, we swapped, and we had both seen the same thing. And we looked at what. Actually, Webster, I don't even have my nails done on my feet right now. Hello, everyone. Please do hit the like and subscribe. Consider dropping a super chat. Remember, all super chats will be read to the show, or to yeah, basically to YouTube, um, and 25% this month does go to charity. 10% goes to Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. 10% goes to buying items to go hand out to the homeless. 5% goes to Animal Humane New Mexico. '80s music, Rickshaw. '80s. Someone just subscribed. Guessing that might have been you, Micah. Learning to Love. Thank you for the $11 super chat. 1111. So is that for 1111, the basically meaning like a reboot? Someone else just subscribed. We're at 2332. That's making we've got a good amount coming up today. We're at 5111. Just know, whenever you drop a super sticker or a super chat, you will be thanked on here, and you will also, your comment will be read. Yes, there are dietitians at RVA. Guys, remember, next week on Saturday, a week, 6 days from today, we will have a 12 hours of live stream. On that day, 50% of our super chats and super stickers will go to the Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. And another 10% we will be giving to one homeless person that a friend of mine has been helping in Arizona. Oh, so you're in Portugal, Micah? Yes, we will be back live Tuesday, and every day after that until next Sunday. Monday, we're going to take a night off. Hello, Rick. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe. And Rickshaw, there's another Rick in here, so it might get confusing. Well, thank you, Learning to Love. Wow, we're at 2309 of views in the last 48 hours, and subs we have 2332, so we're almost equivalent. I don't know. That's a good question, Opie. Webster Opie. No, there's no certain diet. Um, I know what you're thinking, Webster, but I may do a dress that day. I have this little red, black, and white dress. I may do that. It's plaid. Um, it's one of the first dresses I bought, and I really like it. So I could do my red lipstick and black eyeliner, and I could figure out. No, I haven't. Actually, I haven't gotten an Isotopes game. You guys know here in Albuquerque we have a team called the Albuquerque Isotopes. There was a Simpsons episode about it. I think it's pretty good name for an area that does do a lot of nuclear testing, because you guys know New Mexico is where the Oppenheimer project did happen. So New Mexico has been where a lot of our tech has been developed, that's been used for um, warfare. It was funny back in March, when March Madness does happen. I was wearing a Florida Gators T-shirt because my daughter does attend the uh, University of Florida, and everybody had their New Mexico Lobos gear. They got, I think, in the second round. They um, they were dropped. While Florida ended up winning it. Okay, React with Love. Have a good night. Please join us back on Tuesday and throughout the rest of the week. So right now, For our usual donations, we have about, let's add, it'd be 61.99 or 61, say add $10, that'd be 61.11, so 61.10, add that to 112, so that's for our usual. And that would make it 33, 173, 33 so far for our monthly donos, which will go to our usual 25%. There are still other amounts that have to go in there. And on Saturday, I will start and we'll, then in the morning, I'll check what the amount is that we have, and then so you want to find a mod, Rick? Okay, my mods that I use, my first two, what I did is actually at first I asked because I needed at least two moderators. And I looked at the people when I first got moderators was about a year ago. I only had 90 people on my channel as subscribers. And I wanted two moderators. And I noticed one person that was here a lot. So I asked her to moderate if she would want to. Then I asked a second one who was actually a very shy person. And they both said yes. And so I brought them on to moderate, and they both have done fantastic jobs. One hasn't been here in a while. The other comes on here and quietly sits in the background. She was here last night, and she kind of opened up. She, she was very quiet at first, but then she opened up and became a very good moderator. So the thing is developing trust. So as you find moderators, you want to find people that you trust. Don't just pick a random person and and then next thing you know, you're just gonna have someone that'll let anyone into the channel. You have to find trust in them. Yes, you can reach out to friends and subs, but you have to know your subs. Watch them as they are on your channel, and they might say and how much you trust in the comments that they make. Some people come in here like Yadira was really good about encouraging people to get on the channel, to subscribe, to comment, stuff like that. So then I asked her if she wanted to moderate. Check this out, Yadira. We're at 2332 views in the past 48 hours and 2332 subs. That would be cool, as if every person that viewed in the last 48 hours subbed. So yeah, it's very important to have a trust in the relationship between you and your moderators, because if you don't have it, you might get a moderator that, say for example, I'm trans, so you might, if I don't trust the moderator, that they might be transphobic or have uh, trans ideals, and then they end up being a moderator, then they're going to let in a bunch of people that are transphobic. Hello, Emily. Welcome to the stream. Please, I know you're a subscriber, so please hit a like. Um, oh, we just hit 2333. Guys, I do want to thank everybody that has given super chats. We are now at 5111. No, I've never had a transphobic mod. Someone just had asked me on how to pick up mods. Leah Summer, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe if you aren't already. Guys, our next goal for subs is 2550. So we want 2,550 subscribers. I would like to make that by next week when we do our long live stream. During the long live stream, if we hit the 2550, I am going to do a little giveaway. Well, thank you, Leah, for subscribing. You're probably 33 or 34. Yeah, so we're looking for 2,550 subscribers by next weekend. Next Saturday we will be doing a 12-hour long live stream. We're going on 3 hours right now. I guess we've been getting practice over this weekend. We like to do long live streams here. We have a good bunch of people here. Gotten some very good amount of super chats today. We've hit $51. So I do want to thank everybody that has given a super chat. We are coming up on the 3-hour mark. We may, probably at the 3-hour mark is when we'll close it down. I'm a little tired. I was up late last night. I had to write a little bit of a talk for another live stream I did this morning. I was up till like 2. Actually like 3, close to 4 in the morning. I did not just a talk, but it's considered a Godless sermon on the Church of Horror website. Just talking about pride in general, the history of it, my history of myself, how I came out trans, and so it was a fun, it's always a good thing to do a talk on. It's cool to have you back, Andrew. We're going up on our last 10 minutes here. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Andrew, I don't think I'm going to do a live tonight. I had a rough night. I was awake for until like 3, almost 4 in the morning. I got up at 8, so I only slept like 4 hours. After this, I'm probably going to take a nap. And I do want to go to bed early because I do work tomorrow. Uh, so um, I've already pulled out what I'm going to make for dinner, and I'll probably eat dinner, take Thomas out a couple of times, um, and then we'll, go to bed. I think next week will be very telling of what times will be the best to live stream, since we'll be live streaming from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. It'll give us like we'll see when it peaks, and um, we'll see the peaks and valleys a little more. Um, so like we can figure out on the weekends when are good times to live stream. Yeah, it is 13:33 here, and we have 23:34 subs now. That's nice. I am very, very happy. Um, we're slowly working our way up. Oh, another song. Well, I'm slowly working my way up to you, babe. The burning love inside. Char is still streaming? Or is she done? Oh, she's done. You know what I'm gonna do for next week's? I think I figured out which dress I'm gonna wear. It'll be. I'm gonna try it on today to see how it works with how my figure is now that I've lost so much weight. No, it'll be a surprise, Andrew. Why ruin the surprise? It's actually got rainbow colors on it. Yeah, it's a nice long one. It's black with like rainbow colors on it in a splatter pattern. Okay, so we're gonna come up on the last 5 minutes of the channel. So what I'm gonna do is start closing up the live stream. So I do want to say thank you to everyone that has joined in. We did get about Emily. That's cool. At least you came and joined us. Remember, we will be back here. Our next live stream will be Tuesday night. So I get off like at work. I get off work at 5:30 p.m. So by the time I get home, it's close to 6. Um, and this is Mountain Standard Time, or Mountain Daylight Time, I should say. So uh, by the time I get home, I have to feed Thomas. He's the, because he has, usually I have to feed him first. And then after that, what I do is take him out, uh, give him a, bring him back in after he does his initial potty, bring him back in for a few moments, take him back out. Um, then I come in and do my makeup and get dressed, and then I start the stream. So that's usually about 8 o'clock, and we will do like a 2 hour live stream, maybe three. That'll keep me up till like that usually keeps me up till 11. Then I go to work Wednesday, uh, and after Wednesday I will do Wednesday night. We can do a live stream for 3-4 hours if we want. Um, so we can, you know, we can start warming up for Saturday. Thursday, I don't work as it is Juneteenth. Um, my work celebrates it, so I will have the day off, and we we can uh, we can do a nice late night live. Um, I don't know. I have asked one of my friends and I we're gonna go hang out for a while this weekend. Um, we can either do it. We can do it probably Thursday in the afternoon and do a late night live. Last time we went and hung out, we were out for like 10 hours just hanging out. Um, and then Friday night we can do about 3-4 hours, but then we're going to wake up Saturday and we're going to do a 12-hour live stream. 12 hours. If you're ever going to donate that day, as 50% will go to the Transgender Resource Center. Another 10% of the grand total will go to a homeless trans person that my thank you, Jiminy. We'll go to a homeless person in homeless trans person in Arizona. My friend's been helping her out, so I think we should help out by some items for this person. So I do want to thank you for joining me here. I'm gonna say thank you to everyone who has donated for super chats. Today we did total of chat revenue was 5111. First was Mavis Grace. It says, I am subscribed and I always like and as someone that was abused by an adult, no more on the topic. I feel safe here. That was a $5 one. Mavis then gives another $5 one. So what do you think about cheesecake? Then we got one from Euphoria for $5. Then Mavis became a member with a membership of $5.99. Then SS threw in $20 via super chat and said, I'm a newer viewer and enjoy your content. I can see you are a kind woman. I hope this helps with your charities and your channel. Then we had Mavis Gray once again say, may as well add round up to $20 total. Then Learning to Love gave 1111. So we came out with $51.11 in super chats, and we have one new member. to the membership channel, and I still need to upload the newest uh, stream to the membership channel part of the channel. Um, and I will probably do that. I do need to probably take a nap today. It's I slept for like 4 hours last night. Um, so I do want to thank all the donors, everybody who did donate. Um, thank you very much. Uh, Remember, this is going to help some charities, also help the logistics of the channel. Thank you to Yadira and Jason for uh, modding today. Remember, Saturday, 12-hour live stream. And we're going to live stream every day except Monday from here to next Sunday, except for Monday. And please have a good day today. I've enjoyed today's live stream. Have a good day, and we will see you Tuesday. Okay, I'm going to bring in something here. Brandon is saying, I can't understand how USA government says we are not in recession. Things feel horrible. Brandon, I understand what you are saying. Many prices of produce are going to go up. Um, and hello, Jennifer. Especially with tariffs going on, you know, they're they're just going to go up, and then especially with these ICE raids, um, it and people think it's all about, cartels and terrorism. Um, it's not. They're just taking random people. I hate to be partial on this, but it's the truth. Um, and it is going to cause a recession. Okay, have a good day, everybody. I'm sorry to cut things. I do need to take a nap. I will not have a later stream today, but I will be back on Tuesday at about 8 o'clock Mountain Time. Then I will be back on Wednesday at, let's say, 7 Mountain Standard Time. And then Thursday, we'll probably say 7 or 8. Then Friday, we will definitely say, Friday we can probably actually do 2, or we can start at about 5 o'clock. I will post or I will post, I will be posting start times on the channel, just like I have one up for Saturdays, 12-hour live stream. Remember, next Saturday, we're up for a 12-hour live stream. If any day you're going to give donos, save it for Saturday. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a good day and have a good week. Enjoy it, and thank you.